When Earth's Battlefleet arrived, the whole galaxy trembled. The galaxy was full of stars, planets, and civilizations, but peace was rare. Many alien empires fought over space, and each believed they were the strongest. Humans, living quietly on Earth, were small and slow in comparison. Most aliens thought humans were weak, not worthy of attention, and easy to ignore. Earth traded with a few worlds, but it avoided conflicts. Its people were focused on survival, science, and slow growth. They did not seek war, but they prepared quietly, just in case. On a distant mining planet near the outer edge of the galaxy, life was hard. The planet, called Zarman, had rough terrain and dangerous storms. Humans and friendly aliens lived together in small colonies, working in mines and factories to survive. One colony, called Lamara Base, had about 500 people. It was far from any military protection, and the colonists often felt alone. Many aliens had tried to conquer or bully the humans there, but Earth's rule made it clear that attacks were not allowed. Still, the colony was far away, and help could take weeks. Early one morning, the sky above Lamara Base turned red. Huge ships from the Zorath Union, a strong and cruel alien empire, appeared. Their metal hulls shined in the light of Zarman's twin suns, and their weapons glowed like angry fire. The colony's alarms screamed. People ran from their homes and factories, trying to hide underground in bunkers built for emergencies. Liam Carter, a young human officer, ran through the dust and smoke. His uniform was simple, but he carried authority in his voice.
Everyone move to the shelters!
Keep calm and follow the plans. His friend, Maya Brooks, an engineer, ran beside him carrying supplies for the underground bunkers. Ethan Cole, a medic, helped the oldest and youngest people move faster. Civilians were scared, but the colonists trusted Liam, Maya, and Ethan. They had trained for emergencies like this, even if no one expected an attack so sudden. The Zorath ships were massive. Hundreds of fighters dropped from the motherships like angry swarms. Their lasers cut through the air, and their landing forces moved quickly toward the colony. The humans and their allies fought back with small guns and mines, but it was not enough. The Zorath laughed, speaking in deep voices that boomed through the empty fields. "Humans are weak. They will fall quickly," one commander said. Liam watched a laser strike near the bunkers. Dust and rocks flew everywhere. Maya shouted, "We have only minutes! Get the civilians underground now!" Ethan guided a small group of children holding their hands tightly. The humans worked quickly, helping everyone into safety while trying to slow the enemy with small traps and explosives. They were outnumbered, outgunned, and far from help, but they refused to give up. Liam reached the communication tower, hoping to send a message to Earth. The tower was old and fragile, and Zorath fighters were already nearby. He entered, fingers flying over the controls. "This is Officer Liam Carter from Lamara Base," he said into the microphone. "We are under attack by the Zorath Union. We need immediate help. Civilian lives are at risk. Please respond." For a moment, silence answered him. Then, the Zorath commander shouted from above the comms, "Earth does nothing. You are on your own. Surrender now or die." Liam's jaw tightened. "They think we are soft," he whispered to himself. Maya placed a hand on his shoulder. "We cannot stop them alone, but at least we can survive until help arrives." The colony was chaotic. Families ran through tunnels, carrying only what they could. Fires burned in the distance, and the ground shook as Zorath fighters landed in different zones. Small groups of humans tried to fight back, setting up explosives along roads and buildings. Some aliens in the colony joined the humans, amazed at how brave they were despite the overwhelming danger. Even the smallest humans, children, and elderly, helped when they could. Back in orbit, the Zorath mothership circled the planet. From their point of view, this was an easy victory. They had destroyed smaller colonies before and expected the humans to surrender quickly. The Zorath commander watched his drone sweep the city. "They are clever, but they are only delaying the end," he said. "Prepare the planet cracker missiles. This world will serve as a warning." Deep in the tunnels, Liam, Maya, and Ethan huddled with a small group of civilians. Liam's eyes scanned the walls. "We need a plan," he said. "We can't fight them all, but we can survive if we are smart." Maya opened a small backpack and pulled out tools and wires. "I can rig some traps," she said. "Not enough to stop their ships, but we can slow their patrols on the surface. It might give us more time." Ethan shook his head. "Time? How much do we have?" "Their drones already scanned the tunnels. They know where we are." Liam nodded. "Just enough. We wait for a moment no one expects." The Zorath commander grew impatient. "Destroy their defenses. Start with the tunnels. Let no humans survive." Outside, the alien troops began to dig and search. Some dropped into smaller corridors, and the tunnels echoed with the sounds of combat. Humans used flash grenades, smoke, and hidden traps to confuse them. Each time a Zorath trooper fell, the aliens above scowled. They were not used to organized resistance. While the fight continued, a hidden transmitter beeped softly in a corner. Maya had managed to power it. It sent a short burst of signals into deep space, using a secret code known only to Earth's command network. It was faint, quick, and almost invisible. But on Earth, the signal reached sensitive monitors and military stations. Admiral Noah Grant, in the command room on Earth, watched the readings. His eyes widened. "They sent the emergency code," he said. The room went silent. The Battlefleet had been ready for years, quietly prepared, waiting for the moment to act. Earth had never attacked anyone unprovoked, but they had the ships, the soldiers, and the strategy to respond to any threat. Back on Zarman, Liam and his team continued to fight. Explosions shook the tunnels, and the smell of smoke and dust filled the air. Civilians were scared, but they followed the human leader's orders carefully. Small acts of courage were everywhere. A young girl carried water to a trapped worker. An elderly man guided a group through a side tunnel. Everyone knew survival depended on cooperation. Suddenly, the sky above Lamara Base changed. Sensors picked up strange readings far larger than any ships. Light blinked in a way no one had seen before. Some alien troops paused, confused. Liam looked out through a crack in the tunnel ceiling. Bright streaks appeared in the distance, moving faster than any known ships. The humans below did not know what it meant yet, but hope began to bloom. The Zorath commander noticed the readings too. His face tightened. "Impossible," he muttered. "What is this? On Earth?" Noah Grant gave the order. "Battlefleet, deploy immediately. Full speed. Protect our citizens. Show the galaxy we do not surrender." The humans on Lamara Base felt a strange shift in the air. They did not yet see the fleet, but a quiet feeling of hope passed through the tunnels. Liam, Maya, and Ethan prepared themselves. They would continue to fight, not because they expected to win alone, but because help was on the way. For the Zorath, the day had begun like any other conquest. They believed humans were weak, disorganized, and afraid. They had no idea that Earth had been preparing in secret for decades. In the dark tunnels of Lamara Base, Liam whispered, "We have done everything we can. Now, we wait for the storm." Maya nodded. "The galaxy has no idea what is coming." Ethan smiled faintly, checking the injured. "I just hope it comes in time." Above them, the stars shimmered. Something massive was moving through space. A fleet so large and powerful that no one would have believed it existed. Earth was no longer quiet. Earth's battle fleet was on its way. The Zorath Union did not know it yet, but the quiet humans they had laughed at for centuries were about to show their true strength. The galaxy was about to tremble. And far below the surface, the civilians huddled in the dark tunnels, unaware of the scale of what was coming, but safe for the first time that morning. The sky above Zarman was alive with strange lights. The streaks of movement Liam and the others had seen before grew brighter and closer. Thousands of kilometers away, the human battle fleet moved as one. Ships of all sizes, from small scouts to massive warships, slid through space with speed no alien could match. Each hull was sleek, with blue energy lines running along its surface, glowing like frozen lightning. Admiral Noah Grant stood on the bridge of the flagship, a huge ship called Resolute. His eyes scanned the view screens.
All units, lock formation, approach the Zarman system carefully.
Avoid civilian areas. We do not fight unless necessary, he said. His voice was calm, but full of authority. Every crew member moved quickly, following decades of training and careful preparation. Back on Lomara base, Liam watched the streaks of light get closer. He could not yet make out the shapes, but the air seemed charged. The Zorath commander above also noticed the readings. He frowned, pacing on his ship's bridge.
They are faster than anything we have. Impossible, he muttered.
His crew grew uneasy. Their sensors were registering energy signatures far stronger than any human fleet they had ever encountered. Suddenly, the first human ships emerged from faster-than-light travel. They appeared like giant shadows over Zarman, enormous and precise. Hundreds of warships formed lines around the colony, blocking all exits. The Zorath fighters tried to attack, but their weapons barely touched the human shields. The shields glowed blue as beams hit them and slid off harmlessly. Noah Grant's voice echoed across the galactic channels. It was calm, firm, and clear. Zorath Union, you have attacked human colonies under our protection. Stand down immediately. Leave the planet or face total destruction. The Zorath commander sneered. Humans are arrogant. They will die like the rest. He fired his first shots. Huge plasma blasts streaked toward the human ships. The humans did not panic. Their weapons activated instantly. Massive energy beams tore through the Zorath cruisers. Shields collapsed, engines exploded, and ships that had seemed invincible were shredded in seconds. The Zorath were stunned. No one in the galaxy had fought like this. In the tunnels of Lomara Base, Liam, Maya, and Ethan watched the sky light up through cracks in the surface. Civilians gasped as streaks of energy tore across space above them. Even the aliens hiding among the humans were amazed. What is that?" whispered one of them. Maya shook her head. "I think this is Earth's fleet." They came. The Zorath began to retreat, but the human fleet blocked them completely. Smaller ships moved in fast, intercepting fighters, while massive warships destroyed the enemy's heavy cruisers. Every attack was precise. No civilian buildings were hit. No unnecessary destruction occurred. Even the smallest human ships coordinated perfectly, covering each other, predicting enemy movements. Liam turned to Maya and Ethan. This is not just a fleet. This is a storm." Ethan nodded. "A careful storm. They are strong, but they are controlled." Human dropships entered the atmosphere of Zarman. They were large but swift, landing near the colony without causing damage. Soldiers poured out, led by Captain Logan Price, a veteran of many secret Earth operations. He moved quickly among the tunnels, guiding humans and aliens to safe exits. The soldiers carried supplies, weapons, and medkits. Civilians were surprised but relieved. The Zorath troops on the ground tried to fight back. They were strong and well-armed, but the human soldiers were faster, smarter, and better coordinated. Using small but powerful weapons, the humans neutralized the enemy without harming the civilians. Explosions lit up the tunnels, but Liam noticed that every move was precise, every strike calculated. Outside, the sky became a battlefield. Human ships danced between Zorath cruisers, dodging fire and striking with deadly accuracy. Plasma beams cut through the enemy's strongest shields. Missiles never reached their targets. The Zorath were being destroyed faster than they could respond. One small human scout ship, piloted by a young officer named Ellis Simmons, intercepted a Zorath messenger ship. She did not destroy it at once. Instead, she disabled its engines silently and broadcasted a warning. "Leave the system. You will not survive if you fight." The Zorath messenger crew panicked, realizing their fleet was already losing. Liam, Maya, and Ethan moved through the tunnels, helping civilians to safety as explosions shook the surface. "Keep moving! Don't stop!" Liam shouted. They reached the final group of trapped workers. Ethan lifted a young boy into his arms and Maya carried supplies. The humans were fast, organized, and unafraid. The aliens hiding with them were amazed by their courage and skill. Meanwhile, the Zarath commander grew desperate. Call in reinforcements. Destroy every human ship in this system. But it was too late. Every move was anticipated, every attack countered. The human fleet seemed to know what the Zorath would do before they did it. Admiral Grant's voice rang through the galaxy again. Zorath Union, your aggression ends today. Retreat or face complete annihilation. You have been warned. The Zorath hesitated. They had never faced an enemy like this. Their ships were fast and powerful, but their strategy was chaotic compared to the humans. One by one, their cruisers were destroyed. Fighter after fighter fell. The motherships tried to flee, but the human fleet blocked every path. On the ground, Liam watched as the remaining Zorath soldiers tried to hide. Captain Logan Price's troops moved silently through the streets and tunnels, capturing or neutralizing them without harming anyone else. Civilians peeked out of shelters, seeing the humans' skill and control. For many, it was unbelievable. They had always thought humans were small and weak. Now they saw the truth. Humans could fight like gods, yet care for the weak at the same time.
Maya whispered to Liam, They're not just soldiers.
They're perfect. Liam nodded. And they're ours. They protect their own. Hours passed. The Zorath Union suffered total defeat. Only a few ships escaped, damaged and terrified. The survivors on the planet surrendered. They were surrounded by humans, who treated them fairly, giving food and medical care, even while disarming them. No other species in the galaxy acted this way. Humans fought with strength and honor. Above the colony, the human fleet held position. They did not fire unnecessarily. They scanned the skies and space around Zarman, making sure no hidden enemies remained. Every movement was careful, precise, and efficient. Even alien observers from other worlds were amazed. Many had feared Earth for years, but never imagined humans could fight like this. Back in the tunnels, Liam, Maya, and Ethan finally allowed themselves to breathe. Civilians cheered quietly. They came. They really came, a woman said, tears in her eyes. A child laughed and pointed at the sky. Look at the big ships, Ethan smiled. We are safe for now. Liam looked up through a crack in the ceiling at the glowing human ships in the sky. This is just the beginning. The galaxy thought humans were weak. They were wrong. Very wrong. Maya nodded. They don't know what's coming next. Even the Zorath soldiers, now captured and surrounded, could not stop staring. They had fought many battles in the galaxy, but nothing prepared them for humans. The humans were organized, fast, and careful, yet deadly. They fought to win, but they fought to protect. This combination was terrifying. By nightfall, the battle was over. The Zorath Union had lost most of its fleet and its soldiers on Zarman. Humans were helping civilians, treating the wounded, and restoring order. The sky was filled with a quiet hum of human ships as they repaired damaged areas and set up monitoring posts. Liam, Maya, and Ethan walked outside the tunnels. The colony looked battered but alive. Fires were out, civilians were safe, and the Zorath soldiers were held at gunpoint. I've never seen anything like this, Liam said quietly. Maya smiled, looking up at the fleet above. The galaxy will never forget today. Humans arrived and everything changed. Ethan nodded. And this is only the beginning. Earth has been quiet, but now the galaxy knows we are awake. They know they cannot ignore us anymore. Above them, human ships moved in perfect formation. The stars reflected off their glowing hulls. From every corner of Zarman, aliens and humans watched in silence. Even those who had feared humans before felt a mix of awe and fear. Liam turned to Maya and Ethan. The galaxy thought we were weak. Now they will tremble at the thought of Earth's Battlefleet. Maya whispered, I think. Some already do. As the night fell over Zarman, the colony slept in peace for the first time in days. The human fleet remained in orbit, silent but ready. The battle was won, but the war for the galaxy's respect and fear had just begun. Somewhere far away, other alien empires were receiving news of the battle. Fear spread quickly. No one had ever seen humans fight like this. Whispers ran through the galactic councils. Earth was not small. Earth was not weak. Earth was a storm, precise and unstoppable. And deep in space, Admiral Noah Grant watched the stars. The galaxy believed they knew humans.
They were wrong. Very wrong.
We will show them the rest, slowly, carefully, but they will learn. On Lamara base, Liam, Maya, and Ethan looked at the sky, tired but proud. They had survived, but more importantly, they had witnessed the awakening of something the galaxy had never seen before. Humans were no longer a minor power. Humans were a force. The Zorth commander, in his remaining ship, transmitted one last message before disappearing into space. Earth, we underestimated you. We will never forget this day, Liam whispered. They won't, and neither will anyone else. Maya nodded. The galaxy's story has changed today, because humans arrived. Ethan smiled faintly, helping a child who had been trapped earlier. And they are only beginning. Above, the human fleet hovered silently, glowing in the darkness of space. It was calm. It was controlled. It was terrifying. The galaxy had seen its first glimpse of Earth's true power, and none would ever forget it. The galaxy was talking about Earth. News traveled faster than light through sensors and communication networks. Alien empires whispered to each other in fear and confusion. Many had always thought humans were weak, but after the Zarman battle, they had to reconsider. Even small systems were questioning if they were safe. On Lamara base, life was slowly returning to normal. Civilians cleaned debris, repaired buildings, and helped each other. Liam Carter walked through the streets with Maya Brooks and Ethan Cole. Children ran past, laughing for the first time in days. Adults thanked the human soldiers who stayed behind to protect and help. The soldiers moved carefully, repairing damaged shelters and checking that no one was hurt. Captain Logan Price spoke to Liam as they inspected the outskirts of the colony.
The Zorath Union is retreating, but not just from Zarman.
Their scouts report that systems across their territory are questioning them. The humans showed up too fast, too powerful, and they saved civilians with care. Every empire is watching now. Liam nodded. They thought Earth would fight like every other species. They thought humans would destroy without thinking. They were wrong. We do not fight for greed or conquest. We fight for survival, for others, when we can. That is why they fear us. Meanwhile, in deep space, other alien empires were scrambling. The Varkon Empire, a nation of traders and raiders, debated what to do. Humans have grown far stronger than we imagined, said their commander, a tall Varkon named Rilak Thorn. They protected a small colony with a fleet we could not stop. If they want, they could destroy entire systems. We cannot challenge them yet. Another empire, the Seiran Collective, a group of telepathic aliens, struggled to understand humans. Their leader, Kyra Villan, tapped into communications and psychic signals. Humans are unpredictable. They are not like us, and yet they act with order and purpose. They do not lie or cheat in battle. That is why they win. Back on Zarman, Liam, Maya, and Ethan helped organize the remaining civilians and alien residents. We need to prepare for what comes next, Liam said. If the galaxy saw us today, they will not stop here. Others will try to take advantage. We must be ready. Maya looked up at the sky where the human fleet hovered silently. Earth is not here to fight yet. They protect. But when they move, the galaxy will tremble. I think the other empires are already scared. Ethan nodded, checking his medical supplies. It is strange. I used to think humans were small and slow. Now I see why the galaxy feared us before even meeting us. Humans can strike anywhere, anytime, and we care for those we protect. That is a combination no one expects. Days passed. Earth's fleet remained in orbit above Zarman, observing the Zorth and other alien ships moving in nearby systems. Every fleet and system began to send observers, curious and fearful. Humans did not attack anyone unnecessarily. They focused on repair, care, and the safety of civilians. But their power was undeniable. On Zarman, Liam received a message through a secure channel from Admiral Noah Grant. Prepare for inspections, the message read. We will show the galaxy that humans do not just fight with weapons. We fight with intelligence, care, and coordination. Zarman is the first step. Observe and learn. The arrival of the fleet and its calm control amazed even friendly aliens. Many approached the humans wanting to learn and ally. One small alien named Tiri, a scientist, approached Liam. Your species is strange. You fight and you win, but you help your enemies as well.
Why?
Liam smiled. Because strength without purpose is meaningless. Power is useful only when it protects those who cannot protect themselves. Tiri shook its head, confused but fascinated.
No other species is like this.
They attack and kill, but you defend and fight. It is not logical. Maya added, it is human logic. We are willing to risk ourselves for others. We are willing to be precise, careful, and fair. That is why humans survive where others fail. The Zorath Union, still recovering from their defeat, began rebuilding in secret. Their commanders argued constantly. We cannot underestimate humans, one said. We cannot attack lightly. Every system they touch will fight back with unimaginable power. On a Zorath admiral, Vorak, spoke coldly. They protect. That is dangerous. We cannot attack civilians, yet the humans will always arrive. We cannot prepare for all possibilities. Retreat and wait. Observe. Fear is our only weapon now. Far beyond Zarman, scouts of the human fleet continued to survey the galaxy. Every empire, every system felt the new presence. Humans were not just a planet with small defenses. Humans were a force with intelligence, planning, and discipline. The galaxy had underestimated them for centuries, and now it would pay attention. Back on the ground, Liam, Maya, and Ethan trained some of the civilians and local aliens. They practiced small defensive techniques, teaching people how to survive, how to move, and how to observe. Even children were given small tasks, like reporting movements and helping others. You never know when help will arrive, Liam told them. But you can survive until it does. Ethan nodded. Humans survive because we prepare, not because we attack first, but because we act when necessary. Maya worked with alien engineers to repair Zarman's systems. She marveled at the technology humans brought with them. It was advanced but simple to use. The fleet could fix anything, anywhere. The galaxy does not understand us yet, she said. They see our weapons, our ships, and our soldiers. They do not understand our minds, our planning, or our patience. That is why humans will dominate when needed. The days passed quickly. Human ships patrolled the skies but did not attack unnecessarily. Civilians were safe. Alien observers noted the behavior of humans and whispered to each other. The word spread quickly. Earth does not conquer. Earth does not attack. Earth fights only when needed. Earth protects. The Zorath commander, still hiding in a distant system, realized something terrifying. We cannot win. Even if we rebuild, even if we hide, humans will find us. We cannot escape. They will always protect what they care for, and nothing can stop them when they act. On Lamara Base, Liam, Maya, and Ethan finally rested for the first time. Civilians slept safely in rebuilt shelters. The air was calm, the dust settling. Children played. Small fires of hope lit up the colony. We survived, Liam said quietly. Maya smiled. Yes, but the galaxy is watching now. We cannot hide anymore. Every empire knows humans exist, and every empire will remember what happened here. Ethan nodded, helping a child pick flowers in a small garden near the tunnels. I think some will fear us, some will respect us, but no one will ignore us again. Liam looked up at the sky where the fleet glowed like a silent storm. The galaxy believed humans were small. They believed we could be ignored. They were wrong. Very wrong. And we are only beginning. Meanwhile, far in space, a small fleet from the Varkon Empire approached the edge of the system, testing humanity's presence. They did not attack immediately. They observed. The fleet commander, Rylak Thorn, frowned. They are calm. They are in control. One wrong move and we could lose everything. We underestimated humans before. Never again. A Seiran telepath, Kyra Velen, monitored the communications. Their discipline is frightening. They do not panic. They do not waste energy. They fight. They protect. They survive. Every species should fear humans. Back on Zarman, the humans continued to repair, rebuild, and protect. Children laughed again. Adults worked together. Aliens marveled at the efficiency and control humans showed. Every moment, every action reinforced one truth. Humans were no longer a small, quiet species. Humans were a force the galaxy had to reckon with. Liam, walking among the civilians, paused for a moment. "We are not the strongest yet," he said quietly. "But when humans act, the galaxy trembles. And Zarman is only the beginning." Maya placed a hand on his shoulder. "The galaxy will learn. They already fear us. Some will try to challenge us, but they will see. Humans do not fight blindly. We act with purpose, intelligence, and care. That is our true power," Ethan nodded, smiling faintly. "And we protect the weak. That is why the galaxy will remember us forever."
The night fell over Zarman.
Stars twinkled above. The human fleet remained in orbit, quiet but vigilant. Humans were not celebrating. They were observing, planning, and preparing for the next challenge. The galaxy was changing. Every species knew it. In the distance, small signals from other alien systems reached Earth's fleet. Some were pleas for alliance. Others were warnings. Every empire, every fleet, every system was now aware of a new truth. Earth's Battlefleet was real, precise and unstoppable when needed. Liam, Maya, and Ethan looked at the sky, tired but proud. Civilians around them slept safely, alive because humans had arrived. For the first time, the galaxy had seen humans in full force, and now every empire would remember. "Humans protect," Liam whispered. "Humans fight. And the galaxy will never be the same again." Maya nodded. "And tomorrow, we show them more. The stars shone above, silent witnesses to the awakening of humanity's true power." The galaxy had trembled once at Zarman. Soon all would tremble, for humans were awake, aware, and ready. The galaxy had changed. Word of Earth's Battlefleet had spread to every star system. Aliens whispered in fear. Traders avoided certain routes. And empires prepared in secret. Some hoped to challenge humans, but most knew it would be unwise. The humans had shown strength, intelligence, and control. They fought like storms, but acted with care. On Zarman, life had settled into a calm routine. Civilians rebuilt homes and shelters, guided by human engineers. Soldiers repaired equipment and monitored the skies. Liam Carter, Maya Brooks, and Ethan Cole walked through the colony. The air was clean, and the once smoldering streets were quiet. Children ran past, laughing. Humans had not just saved lives, they had restored hope. Captain Logan Price approached Liam. "The Zorath Union has retreated to their outer systems. They are scared and confused. Other empires are watching, unsure if they should act or hide. Humanity has sent a clear message. We will protect what we care for, and we will act when necessary." Liam nodded. "And some will test us. Others will flee. But they all know the truth now. Humans are no longer a quiet species. We are a force." Far away in the Zorath core systems, commanders gathered in secret. Admiral Vorak spoke to the council. "We underestimated humans. Zarman was just the beginning. We must rebuild our fleets, hide our resources, and avoid confrontation. Earth will not forget, and neither will the galaxy." The Varkon Empire and the Seiran Collective also debated. Humans act with care and precision. They fight only when necessary. "If we strike recklessly, we will be destroyed," said Relak Thorn of the Varkon. Kyra Valan of the Seiran added, "Their discipline is terrifying. Their intelligence is unlike any species we have faced. The galaxy must tread carefully." Back on Zarman, Liam, Maya, and Ethan trained civilians and local aliens. They taught survival, observation, and simple defense techniques. Humans were patient teachers. Children learned to report suspicious movements. Adults learned to build small defenses. Everyone learned to work together. The galaxy will remember us not just for our ships, but for how we prepare and protect, Liam said. Maya smiled. They will fear our strength, but respect our order. That is our advantage. Ethan nodded. And they will never forget that we protect the weak. Above Zarman, the human fleet hovered silently. Massive warships glowed blue under the light of the twin suns. Small scout ships moved through space, scanning for distant threats. The humans had no need to strike immediately. They were ready. They were vigilant. They were terrifying in their calm. Admiral Noah Grant addressed the fleet. Our actions on Zarman were necessary to protect civilians. The galaxy has witnessed humans in action. Many systems will seek alliances, some will flee. Others may test us. We must be ready. Humanity is awake. Humanity is aware. Humanity acts with purpose. In the outer systems, the first fleets of alien empires began to move. Some tested humanity's defenses by sending small ships into unmonitored space. All were quickly intercepted by human scouts. No shots were fired. The humans wanted observation first. Confrontation only when necessary. Each interception was precise. Each alien crew was given a choice: retreat, surrender, or face destruction. Every species understood quickly what humans expected. On Zarman, civilians watched as human soldiers repaired damaged buildings, delivered supplies, and organized food and medical stations. Liam, Maya, and Ethan coordinated the efforts. They moved quietly, without drawing attention, yet every action reinforced one truth: humans were organized, disciplined, and capable of anything. Liam spoke to Maya. The galaxy fears humans now, but they will learn the full lesson when we act further. Zarman was only the first step. Maya nodded. And when humans act, it is not chaos. It is careful, precise, and controlled. That is why others will fear us. Meanwhile, across the galaxy, smaller species sent envoys to Earth. They asked for protection, alliances, and advice. They wanted to learn how humans fought, how humans survived, and how humans protected their people. Human officers offered guidance, but never imposed control. We fight only to protect, Liam explained to one group. We do not conquer unless forced. Our strength is in our discipline and care. Even the Zorath survivors began to understand. Their fleets were scattered, their commanders fearful. Vorak and other leaders realized that humans were not just a threat. They were a force the galaxy could not ignore. We underestimated them. Vorak muttered. They fight, they protect, they survive. Zarman is only the beginning. Humanity will decide the galaxy's future. Weeks passed. The human fleet remained a calm but constant presence near Zarman and neighboring systems. Scouts monitored alien movements. Small colonies under threat were quietly reinforced with supplies and guidance. Humans acted with control, never striking unnecessarily, yet making it clear that they could dominate any space they chose.
On Zarman, Liam walked with Maya and Ethan, observing the rebuilt colony.
Civilians smiled. Children played safely. Aliens who had once feared humans now trusted them. We have done more than fight, Liam said. We have shown the galaxy what humanity really is. Maya looked at the horizon, where the human fleet hovered silently. They will remember today for centuries. Humans do not destroy for pleasure. Humans protect. That is our true power. Ethan added, and that is why we will survive, while others falter. The galaxy may fear us, but they will respect us too. Far away, in the heart of the galaxy, leaders of other empires met in secret. Humans are not just a planet, said a Seiran leader. They are a force. They are intelligent, precise, and disciplined. Every system they touch will change. We cannot fight them as we fight others. We must approach carefully, or face total defeat. Relak Thorn of the Varkon Empire added, Their actions on Zarman were deliberate. They do not waste resources or lives unnecessarily. They fight only when needed. That is what makes them so dangerous. Even the Zorath commander, hiding in distant space, understood. "We cannot escape them," he muttered. "Humans will find us. They protect their own and they strike when necessary. We cannot hide from humanity. They are awake. They are aware. And they are coming." On Lamar base, Liam, Maya, and Ethan prepared the final repairs. Civilians were safe. Soldiers maintained security. Small alien groups trained quietly, learning human techniques. The message was clear. Humanity had arrived, and the galaxy would never forget. Admiral Noah Grant addressed the human fleet again. "The galaxy has seen our power and our control. We have protected civilians and neutralized threats without unnecessary destruction. Humanity is a force of discipline, intelligence, and care. We act when necessary, and we protect those who cannot protect themselves. Let every system remember this."
Liam, standing on Zarman, looked at the fleet above. "The galaxy will never be the same. Today we have changed everything."
Every empire, every species will remember humans. They will know that Earth does not surrender. Earth acts with purpose, and Earth protects. Maya nodded. "We have shown them power, but more importantly, we have shown them control. That is why they fear us, and that is why they will respect us." Ethan smiled faintly, helping a child who had been trapped earlier during the Zorath attack. "And this is only the beginning. The galaxy will see more of what humans can do, and none will forget it." Above Zarman, the human fleet glowed softly in the stars. Massive warships, small scout vessels, and support ships moved as one, silent and precise. The galaxy had witnessed the first full display of humanity's strength, and somewhere far away, other empires prepared. Some plotted, some fled, some sought alliances. Every system understood one truth. Humans were no longer a quiet species. Humans were awake, aware. Liam, Maya, and Ethan stood together, watching the stars. "We survived," Liam said. "We protected, and the galaxy trembles because of us." Maya smiled. "And it will continue to tremble. Zarman was just the first step. Humans are patient. Humans are strong. And when we act, the galaxy will remember." Ethan nodded, watching children play in the streets. Humans protect, humans fight, and humanity has only begun.
In the distance, small signals from other systems reached the fleet.
Requests for alliances, messages of fear, and warnings to prepare. Every corner of the galaxy was aware. Earth's Battlefleet existed, and humanity's power was real. The stars shone above, silent witnesses to humanity's awakening. The galaxy had trembled once at Zarman. Soon all systems would tremble, for humans were awake, aware, and unstoppable when necessary. And far above the surface, the fleet waited. Not for revenge, not for conquest, but for what the galaxy would always need: protection, discipline, and the unstoppable force of humanity. The galaxy had learned its first lesson. When humans act, they act with purpose. And when humans protect, no one can stop them.